It's Tuesday, July 8th, 2014. Good morning, I'm forecaster Mark Spencer from neoweather.com. May see a few breaks of sun this morning, otherwise storms later this morning and this afternoon. Some of those could be severe. We have the latest details on that. And are we looking at a cooler and drier end to your week? Get all the details and much more starting right now. Tracking showers and storms this morning that are quickly moving across northwestern Ohio, moving to the north and east. They will affect parts of our area this morning. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. This is all ahead of a cold front that's going to move through later this evening and a little bit more tomorrow. Still going to be warm tomorrow. We're not really looking at a cool down until Thursday. That's when the cold air arrives with the trough behind it. Showers and storms extend down into the central plains this morning. Nothing severe, fortunately, this morning. Otherwise, the East Coast is warm and dry. Plenty of sun to be found out there. Same across much of the South, except for a few showers. Right along the Gulf Coast in Louisiana. And then the West is also very dry and quiet. Taking a look across our area this morning here, again, we are tracking these showers and storms. They're quickly moving off to the north and east. You can see they run from roughly Defiance towards Bucyrus and even a bit towards Mansfield. Now, what we're waiting to see here, what happens with these if they re-intensify over the next couple hours. And we're also going to watch her development with this line and also this line to see what they do later today. There's a threat for severe weather, which we'll talk about in just a moment. This morning, though, none of the storms are severe. If you do encounter this, mainly the western side of our area, Mansfield to Sandusky, you're going to see some heavy rain, some brief gusty winds, and, of course, a lot of lightning, too. So you could experience all of that, and maybe even some small hail, perhaps, although none of this is really looking any significant. Looking on the radar about a half inch or so not too bad. Clouds this morning across the area, though you may see a few breaks of sun in a few spots. That's going to be about it. Temperatures right now in the low to middle 70s. The warm spot, Lorraine, at 77. And temperatures look to get to around 80 today. It'll also be humid as well. Our high yesterday was 82 degrees, the low 71. Our averages are 83 and 64. The record high today, 99. Just a trace of rain for yesterday by the time this graphic was made, but we did get some rain overnight tonight as those storms across the lake moved into downtown. Sunrise is at 6:01 a.m. and sunset is at 9:02 p.m. Now, there is a severe weather threat for today. It's generally east of I-71. If you draw a line from Cleveland to Mansfield, that's roughly I-71. The point and eastward is what we're looking at our severe weather threat today, primarily after lunchtime, anytime from about 1 o'clock on through about 8 to 9 o'clock tonight as this front swings through. Now, there are some little uncertainties in it this morning with the clouds, also the rain that we looked at just a moment ago, and then what happens with the storms as they move through later this afternoon. Models are kind of split on what happens. Some redevelop the current weather we're seeing, which I don't think is going to happen. Others develop storms later on, which probably is a better likelihood of occurring. So what threats will these storms have? Well, mainly damaging winds and large hail. There is a very low risk for an isolated tornado or two. Generally, the far eastern counties of northeastern Ohio, Ashtabula, Trumbull, Mahoning, Columbiana counties, that area is where it looks like is the best area to possibly see an isolated tornado. It's a very low threat as you see on our NEO risk. Also, flooding is a decent threat as well with the moisture available in the atmosphere. It's going to be humid again today. Fortunately, though, we haven't had a lot of rain lately, so flooding isn't an imminent threat, but there are spots that could see some flooding issues. Our pollen forecast today, everything remains in the low category. Actually, there is no tree pollen being recorded right now, and just some grass pollen. Mold spores are high in the low category, but still remain pretty low. Our forecast for today: cloudy skies this morning will give way to scattered storms on and off through the afternoon. Some of those could be severe, a high right around 80 degrees. It's going to be windy as well. Winds out of the south at 15 to 25 miles per hour, could gust to 30 miles an hour or more at times. We'll start your morning off with cloudy skies at 7 a.m., right around 70 degrees. We should be up to around 77 by 11 o'clock with scattered storms around the area. 78 by 2 p.m. A few storms around, and then we're going to see redevelopment after that, I think, from west to east. By 5 o'clock, storms should be through the western half of the area. Generally, Cleveland and west will be right around 79. Akron and Canton, a little bit different here. Cloudy this morning. Then we do risk seeing some thunderstorms around lunchtime here. However, we'll see how these storms in northwest Ohio move. That may not play out. But we're going to see storms to the west at about 2 o'clock, and then storms moving east at 5 o'clock. Your high here as well, right around 80 degrees. Tribe game tonight could get delayed. We are looking at scattered storms to start the game, and then storms should be ending right around the time the 7th inning stretch would take place. I'm looking at right now, storms possibly to start the game should be out by 8 o'clock. So you could get an hour rain delay here for the storms, especially if there's any lightning around. Temperatures generally in the mid-70s overall. It'll be windy though, west wind 10 to 20 miles an hour. Overnight tonight, we're looking at a few storms early. They should be wrapping up by 9-10 o'clock from west to east, of course, as lows drop to around 60 and skies gradually clear out. Over the next 7 days, sun and clouds for your Wednesday. A few scattered thunderstorms possible, however, a high of 77, and then much cooler after that trough moves through. That brings in the cooler air. Partly cloudy for your Thursday, 74. Thursday night's lows a cool 55. That's chilly for this time of year, but then we start warming things back up again. Mostly sunny for your Friday with high pressure moving into the area, 81. Mostly sunny Saturday and 82. And then we're going to start throwing some rain chances in there Saturday night through Monday. Sun and clouds for your Sunday with scattered storms around in the afternoon, 84. Could see some scattered storms Sunday night as well. It'll be a little warm and muggy Sunday night, right around 70. And then scattered storms a better bet on Monday as another system moves across the area with a high of 85 degrees.